Hey y'all, if you've been following along, this is the unemployment update. So I've been unemployed for this is week 3 now. And so anyways, I'm just popping in, just telling y'all how it's going. So let's get straight into it. So, okay, I didn't post on Friday for starters because I had a really busy weekend. Like I re-recorded the video, but I wanted to go back through it and edit it. But I said, you know what? No, I'm just gonna give it to them raw, like straight, uncut. Here it is. So I'm combining the week 2 and 3 since we're in the middle of week 3. But anyways, so okay, so last week into this week, let's see, what have I done? So my resume is complete finally. Like I was applying for jobs just with my old resume and stuff, but I had the coaching call that my former job gave us. Not me still calling it my job, but anyway, that my former job gave us. And so I had been like using that, and it was able to push my resume through to a 100, like finally. Like it took a while, and honestly I was getting discouraged because I was stuck at like 84, but then I realized there were some pieces in there that actually helped you to be able to like get it to the 100. So my resume is finally together. Let's see, I did have another breakdown moment, but this one was very like insightful. Like I was praying, and I was just like crying, but I said to myself, you know what, thank you, God. Like thank you that I get to go through this experience, because I really get to show what it's like actually using and applying like my faith. Like, yeah, I'm building my relationship with God, and I have been doing that, and a little bit over 600 days in my Bible, and like I'm doing all of that stuff, right? But what happens when you actually have to apply what you've been doing, right? So I had this perspective switch, like, you know what, thank you, I'm very excited to be able to go through this and really use what I've been learning from reading the Bible and putting it to work, right? So new perspective. Let's see what else. So I said I was going to start a job spreadsheet, so I started that. And basically I just been tracking every single job that I'm applying to. Like it has like an option to show like if it's still open, if they declined, if I got an interview. I'm just putting it all together because I think it'll be really good to see at the end, like, how many jobs I had to actually apply to really like to really see, how long it took, what it took. So I'm very excited to see what that's going to look like and put that together. But I am like already finding some trends, which are the common trends, right? Where they say that some jobs do apply or put jobs out there to make it seem like they're hiring, but then they close them. So I found one of those that I did apply to, and I applied to again. Then all of a sudden it was just closed out again. I was just like, okay, I see what y'all doing. So yeah, I received my food stamp card. So it was cool going to the store. I felt like a kid in a candy store, even though I'm a healthy eater. So like I'm not buying like junk and stuff like that. But I would shop week to week, right? So to where with this, I was able to just, like go and get all of my stuff in bulk. Like, sometimes I'll go week by week, like, oh, this week I'm only doing ground turkey. This week I'm only doing my chicken. But I could just grab all of that in one run, like, because I was extremely frugal before. Like, even though I was making pretty decent money, I still was extremely frugal. But now having a food stamp card really gives me like a little bit of relief in knowing like, okay, I got this over here for my groceries and I don't got to worry about anything. So, yeah. What else did I write on my list? So I got the update that my unemployment was allowed, and that was extremely confusing, right? Like at first I'm like, what does allowed mean? So I'm reading it, and it's like allowed is saying that it was approved. Well, it didn't even say it was approved. I was like, why do they make this verbiage so confusing? So anyways, but then I got another letter that was kind of saying like it was disallowed. I don't know. So I had to call them, and they had to do like another verification process. Like that's another video within itself. But anyways, it seems like it's on the up end and it's finally close to being approved. But which rose me into like, as far as like income, my former job did confirm that I will be getting my bonus on Friday. So yippee. Cause like last Friday was my first Friday not having a paycheck like in a while. Like, cause I used to get paid every Friday. So that was like, wow, like no need to check my bank account because ain't nothing in there. I mean, I still have money in there, but you know what I mean? I ain't get paid. But yeah, so basically I will be getting my bonuses upcoming Friday, so that'll be good. I'm just gonna go ahead and pay March right now, like pay my mortgage up. Like I may as well. And did I have anything else? I think that's it for like the wins. As far as like the losses, well, not losses, you know, but I don't know what else to call it, but I don't have or yeah, I don't know what else to call it. But anyways, so no interviews, no prospects or anything yet. So still just been applying. But I will say that I did have a couple rest days between last update and this update. And honestly, I was so hard on myself, y'all, because I'm not used to taking breaks. But I knew I needed it, but it was like in my head, like I'm Miss Busybody. Like I stay busy, right? So in my head, I'm thinking like, this is taken away from the job search. Like I've lost a couple of days because of this. You know what I mean? But in the same sense, I'm trying to give myself more grace. And it can be so hard because I feel like I'm so hard on myself. But anyways, I was trying to find assistance for my utilities because I think everybody's utilities are just so high right now given this time of year and the weather being just, so insane. But they basically told me like that the utilities have to be at a shutoff notice. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna pay it, whatever. Like it is what it is. So I ended up going ahead and just chalking that, but no assistance with the utilities as I originally anticipated. And then the Medicaid, even though like they gave it to me, I think the version that they gave me is not my actual insurance or my actual provider doesn't take. So I need to actually call them. That's on my list because I've been having to call so many people. But I gotta call them again to see which one they take. And then they said they'll switch it. So it's been a lot. Like I think I need to do like a full list of all of the things that I actually have done since being unemployed. Because I'm telling you, it's a full list of things. Like, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, like, still on a job search. So the type of jobs I'm applying for, y'all, are like account manager, customer success manager, client services manager, regional account manager, stuff along those lines, because that's my experience. I have like 7 years of experience in account management and 10 plus years of experience in customer service. So yeah, and then like credentials wise, I have my associates, my bachelor's, and my MBA. But I know that, yes, I have all of this, and I'm sure there's a lot more people who are probably even more qualified. But the nature of the job market is insane, and I am truly seeing that firsthand. Like, but you gotta just stay positive and just be optimistic and just trust that it's gonna come. The right one is going to come. So I'm very excited about that. But I do have like an aggressive goal that I want to reach when it comes to like applying to jobs. So I'll let y'all know how that goes once I complete it. And yeah, like, oh, and also actually I had another win. Shout out to Katie. You know who you are, because somebody that just seen my videos on here and she sent me out a referral. I really do appreciate that. That was amazing. And then my cousin, my best friend, literally like they like sending me jobs and stuff like that. Like I'm so appreciative of everybody who's really like rallied together to try to help me. But yeah, so I'm just trying to do my part. But that's also why, like I said, I was very hard on myself when I did take those rest days, because I know that faith without work is dead. And I'm just like thinking, I'm just so hard on myself. I'm like, I'm not doing my part, so God can't do his part. Like I'm really just like being so hard on myself. But I know I can't be like that. I gotta understand rest is just as important. And God rested, Jesus rested too, right? So why I should be able to rest as well. Like mindset. But all in all, I think that everything is going well for the most part. And the most important thing that I would say is each day is going to be different, right? I'm realizing it is such a roller coaster. Some days I wake up and I'm just like very happy. Like some days I wake up and I'm like blah, but like I realize that I'm having moments rather than days. But once I can nip it in the bud and really understand what is it that's making me feel like this, then I'm able to tackle it on like just full throttle. Like yesterday, for example, I was running into so many roadblocks. I'm calling this person, I'm calling that person, like I'm not getting through. Then I'm trying to sign onto a website. The website's not working. I'm just like, you know what? Just take a breather, just take a step back. And so after I did that, that really helped me tremendously. But I'm excited for what's to come. And yeah, I'm just staying positive, even though nothing in sight, but I'm just trusting God to do his part and I'm going to keep doing my part. And I got to not be so hard on myself when I have those days of rest, but yeah. But that's the update. So yeah, I'll check in with y'all next Friday and let y'all know if there's anything else that comes about or what the wins and the losses were of that week. So yeah.